my new house, my new home in the neighborhood.
Emerald City.
That's right.
Also known as the Village of West Clay.
Well, AKA, yes. Yeah.
So what are you doing here? You don't even have furniture, but you have a very...
This is a new
get-up.
look.
It's a new look. Yeah, you've been working on your fashion more than your furniture.
Perhaps, but it's very important because coming up is a very important event that surrounds Toto.
Very important. And Toto too.
That's right.
Yes.
Called the Mutt Strut.
Yes.
And I'm Glenda, who will be there with Toto.
Yes.
And maybe some of the other people from the Emerald City and the whole Yellow Brick Road path.
Yes, the Oz.
The journey.
We're going to Oz. We're
going
turning
to
the
Oz.
bricks yellow at the Indianapolis 500 track, April 27th.
That's right.
So we would love for you to join our team. Or if you're not able to make it, or even if you are, we would love for you to join us in raising money for Indy Humane. That's what this is all about. Little homeless guys like Toto need help. And you know, Toto last year won top dog, so we're going to be in the pace car leading the pack with Glenda, and we got a lion, scarecrow, Tim, we got the whole crew.
Dorothy,
you're not going to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm even going to dress up. I'm just throwing that hint out for next week, so we'll see what happens. But I think Glenda came all the way from the Emerald City
to talk about raising money for that initiative.
What do they have credit cards in Oz, in the Emerald City?
Of course they do. They have everything. It's a perfect place. And we're going to do a challenge for our friends and those that are sharing our journey to make a donation, any size.
Yes.
No size is too small.
Where's
no
the
size
bin?
is too
Where's
big
the bin?
either, by the way.
We always start with the bin.
And I am throwing my credit card in because Glenda is not only going to be there in appearance, but also I'm going to be doing some support.
She's dropping the card. What if
the card in?
What if I took that out? She is making a donation, so
Well, of
very
course I
generous.
am. Yes, I am.
So you'll have to log on to see what she does.
Find out how much Glenda is donating to the cause. Go to the link.
Yeah, you're very generous.
What's the website?
You kind of make us look bad. You might make us look bad. The link, we're going to post the link so you'll see it. It's really hard. If I said it, no one would remember. Okay. There will be a link. All you need to do is click to follow Glenda's lead.
That's right.
Thank you, Glenda.
You're welcome.
So we got the Mutt Strut, and we hope you all join us. And we actually are going to talk today in this beautiful new dwelling of Elaine's. What a blessing.
Oh, amen.
So our theme this month has been new.
New.
And when I think of new and all the different aspects of what that can be, I think of Elaine because you have this beautiful new home. You got a new job. And best of all, you got a new friend. We haven't even been friends for a year. In fact, we met at the track last year because of the Mutt Strut, because Toto was top dog. So Toto brought us together, and there's a story coming up about that you'll read called Resurrecting Toto, Resurrecting Me, because this guy has changed my life and brought this incredible friend Elaine. So a lot of new. So it can be very exciting, like this new home. We're getting so excited about the move, but it can also be a struggle because it's not comfortable. It's change.
And part of that I have felt is you have to let go of the past. You have to let go of the old.
Right.
And not that there's anything wrong with the old, but when a new season opens, in order to enter into the new, you have to let go of the old first.
Yes, right. To move in. That's right. Very good lesson.
Yeah. And with everything, with the new job, you have to let go of the old job. You have to let go of all the things that bind you to the old by releasing the hurt, the anger, the comfortableness. Because you just kind of get used to it, and you say it's good enough. But if you feel the Lord is calling, you gotta step out of the boat.
Yeah,
and that's the story of Peter.
Oh, I love the story of Peter.
And as the Lord called him, motioned him to leave the boat to walk on water, he had to first get out of the boat. Yeah. It wasn't I'll put one foot in, one foot out, and see what happens. It was you got to get completely out. And although there are times through this journey that I've had over the last 12 months that have been so challenging, and I've thought, is this really what I should be doing? I've questioned, I've doubted. It's all come down to the bottom line of what the Lord was calling me to do. I had to trust. I had to just let go of the past and trust that the Lord was opening new doors for for his message, for his favor to become fully recognized in me.
Yes, for his blessings. And
Yeah.
that's when the blessings start pouring in when you trust. But it's scary. It's scary to get out of the boat. It's comfortable, especially, using that same scripture, the winds and the storm were surrounding Peter. So when Jesus called him out of the boat and said, look here, come, he was doing fine. He started sinking when he took his eyes off the Lord. And he was more focused on his surroundings. And it's so often that we all do that, especially in times of change. It gets rocky. And we want to go back to what's comfortable.
That's right.
But there's so many blessings if we can trust and to move forward, but we don't do it alone. That's the thing. And God doesn't want us to do it alone. I mean, our friendship is a testament.
That's right. A support group.
Right.
A support posse, like my brother quoted.
Yes. You got your little munchkins.
Of course. Look at all the support there was to help Dorothy along her journey.
Yes, Dorothy needed them. And
Yes.
and Glenda, you do have munchkins because you're pretty tall and we're all short.
Well, there's quite a bit of truth to that statement.
Yeah, so I do feel like a munchkin, literally. I'm
Not
part
when
of
we're
her
seated
munchkin
like this.
posse,
We're
but
close.
but it's true, and I can look back in my life, and Elaine's been such a blessing, and we kind of joked about her moving into the neighborhood, and let me tell you, the story is totally God, because it's, again, another thing, because of Toto and Maya, our other friend Julie, Doug, we walk every day, Maya and Toto with Julie and I, and we were walking down this street right here, and because we live on the next block, by the way, we're neighbors now, and there was a man outside taking photos.
Yeah.
And Maya started to bark at this person, and we're like, Maya never barks. Maya can't even see. We didn't think she could even see that far. And so as we were walking by, I like to chat it up with people.
You are friendly.
Especially strangers.
That's very friendly.
I said, are you taking pictures of this house? Is it like going on the market? And he said, yes. So yes, Glenda is in this house that never even went on the market.
It didn't have to. That's
Didn't
right.
have to. It would have been snatched up.
Well,
So
I got
it was
it.
God. It was
That's
it
right.
was God, and now we're
That's
neighbors,
right.
and it's so wonderful. So
It
it's just amazing. We have so many stories like that, and just seeing God's hand in our lives and the blessings as we trust in Him. But
That's
it's not easy. And this Easter week, we're reminded as we start this Easter week, Good Friday had to happen before Easter Sunday.
Amen.
Before that resurrection and Jesus' life everlasting, there were a lot of struggles. He had to suffer and die on a cross. And in many ways, we all have a cross to bear, daily. There are things that come up that are difficult, that are trials. And even in the sermon this week, we heard about growing through trials. That's where the growth happens. And the blessing comes eventually, but it's not easy. And as Elaine said, we need to sometimes let go of some things, whether it's a job, relationships. Sometimes relationships we really need to let go of. Sometimes it's hard to say goodbye
It is.
because it's comfortable.
It is comfortable.
But God will send us new people and new friends
And new opportunities.
and new opportunities.
That's right.
That's right. We always have said, we've read that a lot too, and that was also in the sermon, that sometimes opportunities, that trials are opportunities.
That's right.
That to see them in that perspective, that a trial is an opportunity to grow. That God is doing something, and it may be difficult in that moment, but some fruit will come of it.
Right, because you don't see the end at the beginning. You just have to get started.
Right.
Just get
So let me ask you, when we met at the track, not even a year ago, did you imagine that a year later you would be dressed as Glenda?
No. No. I can safely say that's a no.
So this
It's a
wasn't
no.
really in the vision.
No,
You didn't
not
say,
this
I'm going to
outfit.
become friends with this crazy girl and be in her little posse next year.
That would never cross my mind.
I know, but
Not
what a
at all.
blessing, isn't it?
I know.
Fun?
It's willingness to go. Accepted the invitation to show
There you
up.
go.
And
She
look
does.
what happens.
She is very willing. I mean, who in their right mind would be willing to do this? But she's excited.
This didn't just happen either, by the way.
There's
There's a little bit of work here.
There's a sign of transformation to Glenda. Glenda doesn't happen overnight. It takes some time and
That's
some
right.
Amazon Prime. It takes time and Amazon Prime.
Don't we love our Amazon Prime? Of course. That's an advertisement for them.
Yes,
Just by
there
the
you
way.
go. We might be, when we're famous.
But they may have to pay us royalties.
There will be royalties. Royalties!
Oh my gosh, pardon the pun.
Woo! Well, Glenda,
It's going to be a big week.
all I have to say is there's no place like home.
There is no place like home.
What do you think, Toto?
No place like
No
home.
place like Elaine's new home. Toto already runs up the front steps. He knows.
He knows. He knows this is his place.
Because
Always welcome.
there's a little special drawer here. The magic cabinet.
The magic cabinets.
Glenda has her wand. You don't have your wand. You're gonna have to bring it next week.
Yeah, I did miss that this time,
Because
didn't
we
I?
may need some magic next week.
And some fairy dust and some Glenda dust.
Yes. Yeah,
Sprinkle it.
you've
Sparkles.
sprinkled sequins all over my house with that, but that's not what we're talking about. But yes, next week, tune in. Because if you think this is something,
Wait till you see the rest.
just wait. We're going to have the whole,
This is a teaser.
we're going to have more of the ladies. The Wicked Witch, I hope there's no sparring.
No.
If the Wicked Witch shows up next week, I hope we don't have any.
No, I'll sprinkle
Problems.
her. I'll tap her and get her with fairy dust.
Oh, that's perfect. You can make her a good witch.
I can
You'll bring
try.
her over.
I'll try.
All right, perfect.
Try. Okay.
Well, thank you, Glenda. It's a
Very
blessing to
welcome.
be here in your new
Bye, boo boo.
home.
Thank
And
you.
we're getting the bell ring. This is kind of like the Queen Wave.
That's it.
Yes. So thank you for joining us. And
See you next week.
We'll see you next week. And we're continuing from Oz. So donate and join our team for the Mutt Strut coming
Good cause.
soon.
Great cause.
And happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
God makes all things new. And this week is proof of it. So thank
Amen.
you. God bless you. And I love you, Glenda.
Yeah, thank you.
To God be the glory.
Amen.